Go Squad TV. Damian Lillard comes up clutch again. And man, this dude is one of my favorite players to ever watch. I think you put Damian Lillard in any era. I enjoy thoroughly watching his game. He always shows up when you need him. I don't care what anybody says. He's the most clutch player in the league. He had 31 points, 10 assists against the Thunder today in a win. But more importantly, he's been averaging at least 29, 30 a game the last 6-7 games. Ever since he hit that game-winning shot in Chicago. He's looking like bubble Lillard right now. And it's like, this man is like unstoppable, man. I've never seen a player be this clutch and not be a champion. Michael's obviously the most clutch player ever, but if you're going to talk just in non-championship players, Dame Lillard, championship or not, should be our first ballot Hall of Famer. He should have his jersey retired in Portland. He should have a statue put in front of that Blazers facility. He should have that put in front of the facility now as he's still playing. That man has spent his whole entire career in Portland. Since he got drafted in 2012, it is not disappointing. Nobody's seen a guard from Weaver State who never thought this guy from Weaver State was going to put these type of highlights up every year. Game-winning shot after game-winning shot after game-winning playoffs, regular season. I think truly the big problem with Portland is that the guy that's the second best player kind of does the same thing Lillard does to a lesser extent. I think they would benefit trading CJ McCollum. But that's a discussion for another time. I know that's Dame's man's, and I know Dame is big on loyalty, but at some point, you want to see him compete for a title or at least be up there competing for conference finals. You know, I really thought, like, I remember watching him in the bubble last year. I thought he was going to will that AC team past the Lakers. If he doesn't get hurt in game 2, we're having a different discussion. I don't know if they beat the Lakers, but they definitely would have took them 7. Obviously, they went down in 5 the minute, Lillard went out. It was pretty much over. But we know what Dame could do. We know what kind of player he is. And I would love to see him in the NBA Finals at least make one NBA Finals. He's 31 at the moment. Good thing about him is that he doesn't really rely on his athletic ability, per se. So I can see Dame Lillard playing until he's 40, 41 years old, because he doesn't really rely on dunking on people. He's not really a high jumping guy. He doesn't really even rely on his speed so much. He's just really good. He's just an incredible player. And I could definitely see him playing into his 40s and being productive. Because the one thing about, what I love about Damian Lillard? I love about him is what Derrick Rose should have been. Derrick Rose, for as athletic of a gem as he was very dangerous in his prime. Had he learned after the injury when he blew out his knee against Philly, had he learned to adjust his game the way Damian Lillard has pretty much played his whole career, he would have a much longer career. It's not always good to be, I don't mind the first couple of years being super duper athletic and dunking on people. But I think by year 4, year 5, it's like, all right, now you just got to start playing the right way. And the problem is that Derrick Rose is still a Hall of Famer, or at least borderline to me, by the end of his career. Considering the things he went through. But I can't say he's better than Damian Lillard. Had he kept his athleticism and not got hurt, he would have been hands down a top 5 player of all time. But to me, I just feel like Damian Lillard is what I love in a basketball player. He's not athletic, not crazy athletic. He just knows how to beat you with his brain. That dude uses his IQ, his brain, beats you every single time. And his long range shooting, he just knows how to get to his spots. And like it's funny because he shoots like 40-footers and they don't really be feeling like bad shots. Like I could name about 90% of the league, especially me being a Celtics fan. I could name about 90% of the league of stars that shoot that shot from like the logo and look like idiots doing it. To where like I feel like Curry and Lillard are the only two guys that can hit that consistently and not look like it's a bad shot. And if they miss it, it's not really that big of a deal. You know he's gonna go right back and be relentless on the other end. You know. But another clutch performance by Dame Lillard. I'd like to salute him. Everything I look for in a player at that size and that point guard position is what he personifies to me. He could have played in any era and be successful. Gold Squad TV. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of Damian Lillard? Do you think he's one of the best players and clutch players of his generation? Gold Squad TV, salute. Subscribe.